Good afternoon, good evening. If you're on the West Coast, you might be sipping coffee with us. If you're on the East Coast, you might be having your turkey sandwich with lettuce, tomato, mayo, onion, and pickles. And if you're in Europe, you may be sitting down for tea or dinner or something like that. So why am I just thinking about food? Probably because I don't eat breakfast before I do the show, and then I'm really kind of thinking about bacon, grits, eggs. Anyway, carry on. Welcome. I'm so lucky that some of you are here, whoever you are. Actually, all of you that are here, and I'm really grateful for that. It's another Thursday. We're here. We've been doing this, I think it's 39th episode, and that's because you keep coming back. If you never did, I probably would run out of steam. So we've been through a lot, haven't we? I think we started in February or March, not exactly sure. And I'm going to play a song for you called Joy, which you've heard a number of times, and now you can sing along since you've heard it so many times. It is an instrumental, though, I'll warn you. Thank you for being with us. It's going to be fun today. Get to hang out with my friend KJ, and Kelly's going to be here for weather. And KJ and Kelly and I have known each other for a long, long time, and we've done multiple fun things together, musical and otherwise. So it's just kind of cool to have Kelly and KJ here. And here's some good news. Here's some good news about coronavirus. Okay, but take this in very carefully. The U.S. is now in a sharp decline in new cases. What it means is this. We, those of us that have thought wearing masks and social distancing and staying home when you can, those who thought that was a good idea were right. So we've been doing really, really well with that stuff. Obviously, vaccine is here, but it's slow in coming. It's going to be a rollout, but it's going to be slow. So please do not give up your vigilance. It is working. That's what I want to say. Just please hang in there, people. Hang in there. It's good news. All right. Now look, and it's like, should I talk about the Bernie Mitten meme thing or should I not? Because it's everywhere. He's everywhere. I want a sweatshirt. I'm sorry that I think they're sold out. I really hope they make more. So just a couple of facts. This picture, if y'all know what is the original picture, who is the artist, because I don't, but of all the ones that I've seen, I don't know, this one just struck me. And Bernie. Okay, Brendan Smialowski, a Washington-based photojournalist who covers politics for wire service. I can't say this correctly, it's French. Agence Française Presse, KJ, you can correct me, shot the image of Bernie Sanders. He had been keeping an eye on prominent guests at the inauguration ceremony. And then all of a sudden, out of the corner of his eye, he said, I noticed that I saw Sanders and he was kind of fiddling with his gloves. It was just a nice moment when he crossed his legs and his arms. Smialowski said, I threw the camera over to him. Not literally, but the rest is history. The photo quickly made its way across the internet, paired with funny captions, then cut and pasted in 2 different iterations. During an interview on Late Night with Seth Meyers Thursday, Sanders said he had no idea, last Thursday that is, he had no idea the photo of him had become an internet sensation. I was just sitting there trying to keep warm, trying to pay attention to what was going on, he told Meyers. Now, if you don't know who made the gloves, the mittens, yet, which you probably do, Sanders credits Jen Ellis, a Vermont school teacher who made the mittens he wore. She gave them to him about a year ago at at an event. According to Ellis, the mittens are created from repurposed wool sweaters and lined with fleece made from recycled plastic bottles. I love, when asked why he thinks the photo of Sanders resonated so strongly with people, Smialowski said, Senator Sanders has a very well-defined brand and image. He's who he is, and he's comfortable in that, and it's very much part of his politics. It was a nice slice of life, he said. It's just Bernie being Bernie, and I love that. So, if you want to share your favorite Bernie Mittens meme, photo, whatever, go ahead and do that here. I'm still enjoying it. Just a very quick moon alert. Tonight, there is something called a wolf moon. And I was trying to find out where can you see it, where can you not see it. I don't know for sure, but it's going to be really beautiful, and this is what I've learned about it. You'll see a moon glowing orange as it rises above the eastern horizon just as the sun begins to set. As January's full moon continues to rise tonight, the tangerine glow will fade to yellow, then to a white so bright it will hurt your eyes. We'll see about that. According to the Ontario, wait a minute. A little bit about a little more. The January full moon is often called the wolf moon according to the Old Farmer's Almanac, which may date back to Native American tribes or early colonial times when wolves would howl outside villages. There's more things, but that's the basics of tonight. It's a cool moon. Check it out. All right, I'm gonna do a song. I'm gonna do another song. Tay, we talked a little bit about this. Am I saying anything, or I'm just gonna do the song? Okay, I'm gonna put my headphones on. Putting my headphones on. This is kind of a oh God, Jesus. It's a little bit of a Ithaca, New York day, in that our musical guest KJ and I met in Ithaca, and I'll tell you more about that story when we bring her on for her little musical segment. But this song that I'm going to do for you was actually written by a bandmate of mine in my band called, what was it even called? It was called Secondhand Rose, and then it was called Boltwood Rose in Ithaca, New York. Molly McMillan was my co-writer and arranger and piano player, and then Meg Garvey was a singer with us, and she was a beautiful, beautiful poet and a beautiful writer. And she wrote the lyrics to this song, and I wrote the music to it. It's called When You Are Winter, which is what it is now. It is winter. Your love for me, seasonal. Your moon and winds prevail. Your tides keep shaping the ever-changing shore. Sand and shell, I feel like the shore.
The trees that are you in springtime, bursting green, beckon me hopeful to the midnight of summer dreaming.
Then you fall, leaf and star, fall cold on me.
You ice my heart
When you are winter. Thank you, KJ. Bursting green,
beckon me hopeful to the midnight of summer's dreaming.
Summer's dreaming,
and you walk.
You iced my heart when you are winter. You're so true. You're so true. KJ, we're going to see you in a little while. Thank you so much for jumping in. When You Are Winter. And thank you to Meg Garvey for writing those lyrics. Yeah, so KJ will be back. And right now, what we're going to do is bring you a little bit of our favorite weather woman. Her name is Kelly Bedwell. And Kelly, where are you at? You coming out to play with us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you see me?
Oh, I see shadows on the snow. Yes. Oh,
Good
shit.
afternoon.
Wow.
This is Kelly Bedwell reporting to you from WKFU, your Brooklyn weather station. Only I'm not in Brooklyn. I'm in Philmont, New York, at my winter home, summer home. Anyway, it's not mine, but I can call it that if I want. Anyway, I was going to start out talking about President Biden's climate change executive order. But I'm going to do that next week because I found something really interesting in the New York Times. It's an article called Monitoring the Weather at the Edge of the World. So, Marisbel Erlen's daughter, now in some cultures or whatever, definitely in Iceland, which is where she lives, you go by your dad's last name and enter daughter after. Why I don't know. It seems kind of old fashioned, but we here still take our father's last name. Actually, they give it to us. But that's neither here nor there. It's cold out here. Anyway, she runs a farm and provides weather reports from a remote outpost in eastern Iceland, basically right on the edge. And she also runs the lighthouse. So every 3 hours, day and night, no matter the weather, she checks the readings on the instruments and relays them to the main station. Temperatures, the air pressure, the wind conditions, everything. And then farmers use this to dictate their daily work, and is basically life and death for the fishermen out on the high seas. The station has been there since the 1930s, and automation is impossible due to the harsh conditions. There's no cell service. And in the coldest months, the farm is accessible by boat only, and they can be cut off from the outside world for days. The nearest supermarket is 50 miles away. And get this, she also raises sheep and border collies. In the spring, the sheep give birth and they need to be monitored 24/7. And in the summer, the hay needs to be collected. In autumn, the sheep are carried down for the mountains. So she's basically running this thing by herself. The article is written by a woman that went over there to work for her for 10 months. I mean, it sounds awful. You think your life is hard? How'd you like to do that? But she's just one of these tough people who can't sit still and then just enjoys doing all that. It's not for me. I cry when it's like, I'll tell you when I'm going to cry tonight, when it goes down to 7 degrees here with a wind chill of -14. I haven't felt those temperatures since I was in Minnesota years ago. Your weather is going to be a bit nicer, 40s, lows, and 30s. And Brooklyn is better than this. These next few days here are going to be tough. But, is it such a bad atmosphere to be cold in? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So anyway, I just want to say one other thing. I was listening when you were practicing, when you were winter, before the show went on, and I was bawling my eyes out. Aww. Because I just want to say that, yes, we have known each other a long time, you, me, KJ, Tay. Mm-hmm. And I was just remembering, we were young when we first did that song, and I actually put on a third harmony.
Yes, you did.
With them, the high one. And, I just want to thank you and Tay and KJ for staying with me as a friend through all that hell I put you through.
What hell?
No need to go into that now. I've said enough.
Stuff happens in life,
Yeah. Anyway, it just was a poignant moment for me over here in this winter wonderland.
Beautiful. Hey, do you want to tell people about your new thing?
Oh. Okay. And dun, 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 drum roll, please. Kelly Bedwell and WKFU now have a website made and designed by Tay Hoyle from Tatrix. They make gobos. If you have recording studios, hit Tay up. God. Anyway, I think pretty sure the name of my weather station website is WKFU BrooklynWeatherStation.com, and you can also reach it by using KellyBedwell.com. That's my name.
Yep. There
And
it is.
thank you very much. Very exciting. And it's also got my other stuff on it. I do the
Yes.
weather report, of course. I'm also a vocalist, and I'm not very funny, but I try to pretend I'm a comic. And I'm an actor. You know,
Yes.
you say actor now, no matter what your gender. So I'm an actor.
Fabulous.
Anyway, so I plan to do more music and stuff on that too.
So yeah, and there's some wonderful actually songs on your website that they can hear from your album entitled
KBR, the Kelly Bedwell record,
yeah,
which was produced by KJ Denhert, and I sang a song that KJ wrote called "Girl
Girl
Like
Like Me.
And she plays on it too.
Yep. So there's a lot of connections going on here today, people.
A lot going on. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, go visit Kelly's website.
All right. Oh, and I'm going to put the article about Erlen's Dottir on the
Great.
in the comments. I'll also put the thing about the moon that Vicki sent me.
Cool.
Okay. Anyway, this is Kelly Bedwell reporting to you from WKFU, New York.
Thank you, Kelly.
Bye.
All right. That's my Kelly. That's my Kelly. So, I'll tell you a little bit about meeting KJ. I was in college, and I was in Ithaca, New York, and there's two big hills in Ithaca, and one is the home of Ithaca College. The other is the home of Cornell University. And I was studying at Ithaca College, and KJ was studying at Cornell. I didn't know that yet. And I went down my hill, through the town, and up the hill to Cornell to play a gig at the coffee house. And I was probably 24 years old. No, 18, 19. I was 19, something like that. Yeah, this was pre-New York City. And no, maybe I was, yeah, something like that. And I broke a G string on my guitar, which I didn't even have the savvy at that point or the maturity to understand what a G string was besides the string on your guitar. Broke the G string, and I was basically canvassing the audience going, does anyone have a G string? Anyone have a G string? And KJ had a G string, and that's how we met. So there's many more stories, but for today, that's how we met. And I'm just gonna, there's so many things to say about KJ that it could take a good hour or two. And mostly, you're gonna meet her and hear her, and you'll hear her music. But I'm gonna read this one thing. Okay. KJ, you've traveled the world, really traveled the world. There you are at the beginning of traveling the world. Your career spanned over 40 years. I'm not putting an age on you, but you've been doing this a long time. You were in rock bands. You were doing cover stuff, playing lead guitar, doing all that stuff, and USO tours. We met. We had a little band. No, that was later, but we did do some stuff. Anyway, you have CDs like 10 or 100. I don't even know if it's more than 10. Is it up to more than that? You have to tell us. You have the hottest band in New York City by far. You've played with some of the most amazing. So we had a band together called The Life. We can show those in a little. Did you show them already? Okay. So but mostly KJ and I've been friends for 37 years at least, and there's probably nothing more fun in the world than either listening to KJ just go, because she is so funny when she's just like free forming it. She really makes me laugh more than anyone in the world. And then when we've gotten to play together over these many years, there's nothing like it. So Relics magazine says, Denhert channels myriad influences from Joni Mitchell to James Taylor to Carole King and Sergio Mendes. And I would add many more influences, but those are some, to deliver a superb high-energy performance. I like this. Internationally acclaimed singer-songwriter KJ Denhert was recently tasked with telling her life story in a series of 10 slides, which I suggest everyone does. Tell their life story, not hers. The first image she chose was that of a record player. I spent hours in front of the record player dancing to the same song over and over. I must have been about 4. Music really held me together growing up. Come on, girl. KJ Denhert, everybody.
Hey,
Kate.
wow, you made me cry.
Well,
Wow.
that's what's the point.
No.
You know I love you, and I don't know
Sorry.
what to. I don't know how to condensify your accomplishments. You know, your people need to just go to your website and read your whole bio because it's just really interesting, and you know you kind of go through how music shaped you and how you shaped your music and how life during the times you grew up shaped who you are and what you do and what you write about. You know, it's a lot of stuff in there, and y'all need to read that. But for now, for today, how you doing? What's up today? How's life here now?
Today feels particularly sparkly. You know, I was thinking about the family of your choice, and you and Kelly and Tay, who's off screen in the bathroom, I know, are the family of my choice. And in a way, my life was always made up of musicians, and we became family. And I'll tell this story really quickly. When you and I had decided to stop playing together, it was a really hard time in my life. And I remember telling you at the time, I was in a record store and I picked up a Steve Kahn record. And it was Steve Kahn and Larry Coryell. And I have these moments, I can't predict them, but I knew we would be friends forever, despite as heartbroken as I was at the time. And I even told you, we'll be friends forever. And I saw it. And to be this age and see you still doing it and how old I look, it's pretty depressing. So
We both looking that old girl. Come on.
no, not in this picture, not in this photo, my friend. I got a lot of snow on the roof.
Shit. Yeah, so I'm just glad you're here, and I'm glad we are still in each other's worlds. You know, we've played around when the pandemic hit, and we were all, ooh, there we are. So we had a duo, right there. That was in the '90s ish, wasn't it? In the '90s ish.
Yes, it was before I moved to Cleveland.
Yes.
And I moved to Cleveland in '93. So this was probably between when I came off of the road in like '87, between '87 and '93.
Right.
We were
So
writing music.
what was your? I'm just jumping around. What was your first band that you were ever in?
I started a band in high school, and I don't even know how or why, but I was playing music, and the bass player couldn't carry her bass to school, so I used to carry it. I used to take on a city bus a guitar and a double bass.
A double bass.
Yes,
All right.
a double bass for rehearsal.
Stop right there. Stop right there. This, my friends, is proof that KJ has the spirit and the motivation of some kind of superwoman powered person, because she has schlepped more things, carried more amps. I never even knew you carried a frickin' double bass on a bus going to school. There's nothing that will stop you from making music.
That is true. There is, if I have boundless energy for what I want to do, and what I don't want to do, it's terribly true.
Join the club.
So,
I think we're
yeah.
all like that. But you know, so you started your own band in school. You had to carry her frickin' bass. What kind of music? Were you doing original stuff?
I did a little bit of original stuff, and I did some Carole King. And we did a concert. I produced a concert as a junior in high school. Mm-hmm. And from that, then I went on and I played Folk City.
Cool.
Again with a band. And some of those people are around. Erica Weiss. She's just a great person. But anyway, I got a standing ovation with my original band at Folk City in 1975, probably, or six, possibly.
Wow.
And I can say that that's probably what hooked me.
Yeah.
You know, I pretended I was underage. I wasn't 18 yet, too. And I remember I was trying to act cool. And it's so funny. I thought, like, keeping my eyes half open would make me cool.
Well, it worked. You got a standing
probably-
ovation, so.
Yeah, there's a whole longer story how my parents showed up outside. My mother sent my father in to get me and tell me I was not allowed to be there. I snuck out. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
And then you were, what happened between that and being on the USO tour with Fire, right? Or Babe, Fire. Which one?
Fire. Yes, I left Ithaca and joined. I said I wanted to see what it was like to just be in the music business, and there was a show band that was traveling called Babe. 7 women, a backup band, and 3 dancers in the front, like solid gold dancers. And I had to play everything under the sun. I didn't read music or really read charts in those days, but I just eared my way through everything, and I sang in the dance sets, and I wore makeup, and then there was another band, Fire, that was looking for me, and I didn't even know it. That the manager of Babe wasn't keeping me because he didn't want me to leave the band, but that band broke up. I joined Fire, and we toured for almost 7 years.
Wow.
Oh no, 6 years. That's why 7 years in spandex. 1 year with Babe and 5 with everything was spandex. Day glow spandex, and yeah. So I did that, and we traveled. I traveled the world then with. My first time in Egypt was with Fire, playing for the multinational peacekeeping troops down in El Arish. Those troops are still there.
Wow.
There's still action going on. There was a plane crash there a few weeks ago. We went to Korea. Then when that band finally ended, I said, I'm never going out on the road again unless I play my own music. I went to work for Dan and Yogurt and suddenly became a financial analyst. And I stayed at Dannon for 18 years, but I started my record label about 7 or 8 years into it. Moved to Cleveland, still working for Dannon, and I made my first album there on my own label. And I only have 10 albums. The 11th is ready, and I just keep not putting it out because it's like, wait, I'm taking away from my retirement to do what? But, you know, it's coming, and I have... Any minute now we'll be announcing. I'll probably come out with the singles because I've got the whole album worth of material.
Right,
So.
right. Can't wait for that. So yeah, I mean, you've just been so many places doing and okay, and I know you like awards. You've gotten so many. You've gotten tons of awards. John Lennon, songwriting contest. I can't name them all, but I know you've gotten tons of them.
Thank you.
Well deserved. Is there one that stands out to you that was somehow more meaningful or
Yeah, I mean, it was really nice winning Kerrville. And then they had co-winners in those days. So I think Diana Jones, great artist, was in that year with me. But as it turned out, it was my first year going to the Umbria Jazz Festival in 2006.
Wow.
And I my singer-songwriter folk thing took a slight back seat because I started going to Italy and to St. Bart's. And I went for 5 or 6 years in a row. I played Italy 11 times.
at the Umbria Jazz Festival?
Right.
Yeah.
So I was really happy to win Kerrville, but I had to fly to Texas, fly back to New York, fly back to Texas for the win, fly back to New York, and then fly to Italy for
It was kind of a pain in the ass, even though it was a great honor.
It was great, kind of like today. Like been through I had gotten through some stuff, and we were on the other side of it.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel sort of now.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Will you play something?
Yeah. I want to play my newest song.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you that this is a Joni Mitchell tuning that I love. And this is the first song that I completed during the pandemic, and it's part of a group of songs in this tuning that I'm going to call my sister songs. This is called Postcards from Paris. On my kitchen table was a postcard from Paris, trifolded city map of Kathmandu. Drumming her red fingernails on the table, distractedly watching the evening news. Final call flight 57, now boarding at gate 22. Call you when I get there, as I always do. Time is the constant, slips out the back door. I dialed the telephone and charged it to my room. Hearing the voice she saved for overseas calling, I hear her smile. Tell me, Carrie, where are you? When you play our people dancing the way that we used to do. Even though she is asking, I know that she won't recall. When I fly home in June, fly away, Jack. Fly away, Jill. Come back, Jack, if you will. Table, two cold presidentes, a couple chance to dance just this afternoon. Oh, what a chance, farewell little island, to wind up dancing in your Crown Heights living room. Memories of my mother, final call flight 57, now boarding gate 22. Memories of my mother, are you calling me? Am I calling you? Fly away, Jack. Fly away, Jill. Come back, Jack, if you will. I remember. Do you remember me? This way.
That's gorgeous, KJ.
You like?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you lost your mom how many years ago?
4 years ago. Mm-hmm. And the song is really about the new ways that her life speaks to me and she speaks to me. She doesn't speak to me like my father. I hear him in a different way. But yes, that song had to finally be written, and it feels very good. I feel so happy that people like it. I don't know if it's almost too personal, but
Well, I mean,
and I messed it up. I
oh,
practiced
well,
this morning with.
I was gonna say something. I was gonna like take a hook and drag you off the stage.
Yeah.
Anyway, too personal. I mean, I'm just thinking about an influence we both had, which was Joni Mitchell, and of course, her stuff was deeply personal, especially her early
Yes.
works, and it touched people really deeply, and people could relate, and so yeah, I don't think personally, I don't think it's too personal, that song. I think it's just very touching, and it gets in the cracks, which is a good thing. I like to be touched by music. Music is so powerful in that way. So
I want to add one influence, which of course is you.
oh
Let's not forget how much time we spent. Really, probably in 1975. You were 18, by the way. I was 19.
okay, thank you.
And I used to walk up that hill. I can't even imagine walking to the post box. But I used to walk up that hill. That's like Kilimanjaro.
Well, that's because you were in good shape after carrying that upright bass on the bus.
Yeah, I think I was dragging a Fender Rhodes behind me. No, and we spent so much time listening to Keith Jarrett. And, often I tell people that I know exactly what I was wearing the first time I heard Peg by Steely Dan. And the truth is, it was one of your father's old shirts. I don't know how I wound up getting that shirt, but the shirt was your dad's.
Wow.
He was her dad was a professor at Ithaca College.
And he regularly handed out shirts
yes,
to people,
Yes.
to my friends, actually.
Yes, I find that a popular thing to do. How would you like a short sleeve tee, V-neck, button down? Now that was my oversized button down. It was.
But then you turned me on to Bruce Cockburn, which, oh God, and then we decided we had to play a Bruce Cockburn song.
Yeah,
And we did. I love that song.
From Salt, Sun, and Time.
Incredible album.
Yes, Bruce Cockburn, Salt, Sun,
Was that
and
Christmas
Time.
song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I practiced with only maybe two other people like that. There was a Cuban guitar player named Cotan, and when we were getting ready to play, we spent 3 days in my apartment in Portchester, and we'd eat a little and then we'd play.
Yeah.
And we were like that. If if we didn't have school.
Yeah.
So eventually, then I just dropped out. I'm just gonna go up and play with Vicki up the hill.
Well, I dropped out too, so I mean.
No,
there you
look
go.
at us.
And look at us now.
Look at us then, though. My God.
Yeah, and this is later than that. This is back in New York.
Our second.
Right. So we played together some in Ithaca when we were young, 18, 19. Then you had your band, and I kind of sat in at the ground round for a while. And okay, so then then you went away and did the USO thing. Is that what happened? And then you came back to New York, and then we played.
I joined Babe, and I went away for a year and toured for a year. Made enough money to pay off all my student loans. Then I joined Fire, and I started traveling.
Yeah. And
when Fire ended in 1986, we started probably in 87 or something like that.
So we
Till 93, till I left.
Yeah.
Again.
Cool.
Coolness.
Yeah. What you gonna play now?
Here's another one coming from the new record. It's called We Were Diamonds. It's about growing up in the Bronx with a lot of tough kids that used to want to beat us up. We were diamonds. We were were diamonds. We were diamonds, they were rough. Girls were mean, boys were tough. Junior high, I learned to tell those girls, oh, enough's enough. Willie had a sense of humor, and he talked tough for a little guy. Willie did the mess around. Willie made us laugh until we cried. And I cried when I got home, and I tried to be stronger. Sun comes up to light the world up for another day. Yeah, yeah. We were diamonds. Karen left her pen in science. She got caught down the wrong hallway. Push and shove, she would not budge, even when her friends all ran away. Hey, hey. And Willie got thrown out of chorus because he got caught messing around one day. No one seemed to notice much. How I wish that Willie would have stayed. Could have stayed. To light the world, oh, light the world up for another day. We were diamonds. My parents, they came from an island. They grew up 3,000 miles away. I could speak the way they spoke. In junior high, I hid myself away. Yeah, yeah. And I cried when I got home. And I tried to be stronger. Sun comes up to light the world up for another day.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I have a question. Are all those names like the real names of those kids?
Willie is the real name. And Karen is me. Karen left her pen in science. That was a chance to use a joke. In junior high school, on the first day of class, one of our teachers said, listen, we were moving from class to class. I don't want to hear, I left my pen in science. And I have said that. I was doing a show on January 8th in a studio that was in a high school that's turned into a studio. And as I walked out to go put my makeup on, I said to the cameraman, I left my pen in science. And finally, he got it because I was in the school, and he laughed. I was like, thank you. That's all I want is people to get my freaking jokes. And then I'm happy.
Yeah, good. Cool. It's making me think that I want to write a song about those years.
I was saying that I got in trouble because I came home and said, Willie was messing around in chorus. My father said, we don't say messing around. And I was like, since when? You know, it's just we were in this tough school and they didn't want me to start talking like the tough kids.
Yeah.
Guys were messing around. And, you know, like I was going to start smoking and playing cards, which
Gambling,
wasn't happening, you know.
Oh, yeah, but you know, like those years are so angsty anyway. Not,
Yeah.
you know, and then you add being in a really tough school or in whatever myriad tough situations on top of just being that age. It just,
I mean, think of 1968. April 4th, 1968, Martin Luther King was killed. Bobby Kennedy was killed. I found a make-believe newspaper that I made, and it had a picture of a whale that had washed up. And then it also had Sirhan had committed murder, and I spelled murder M-E-R-D-A. I was a pretty bright kid, but I didn't know how to spell murder, and therefore I spelled it like a New Yorker, murder.
murder.
He was murdered. So,
Wow.
anyway,
Yeah, cool.
I'll take up your whole show. Don't let me. I have anecdotes per minute limit. Stop it.
There's, you got time. You want an anecdote away for a little while? Go ahead, girl.
No, the Lord gave me a guitar so I would stop telling stories.
Little did the Lord realize that before every single song, you would tell about 10, 15 stories. But
Yes.
that's okay.
And try to make everybody laugh,
Yeah.
only to then tell like the most serious story of my lifetime, you know.
I find that I write songs that are very serious, and I get to make light of everything on the introductions. Like I'm not good at. I don't think I'm good at writing songs that are funny. So
Is it dark where I am now? Suddenly it looks like I'm in the dark. What
it
happened?
does. It looks like the sun went down. What happened?
Why? Who did that? Why?
What happened?
I don't know. I guess my producer was feeling.
Where's your producer? Let me talk to them. There you go. Better.
Okay.
What'd you do?
I turned on the lights because closed the window.
lights and then I did a little color correction.
Oh, everybody's working it. Okay.
Too much backlight. I was getting.
Did anyone call and tell you it's too much? Okay. Let's look at it. We'll do that later. We'll wait till your meeting. I'll come join.
Oh, okay. Let's move on from that subject.
I'm in the dark here.
Look, we've all been living with each other for a long time without going out this past year. It's been crazy, crazy. I'm going to tune to you because you're going to let me play on this song.
I want you to play. I guess you were asking about the awards, and I couldn't even. It's like, what awards? Independent Music Awards. I won.
That's what I was trying to.
7 of them. That's right.
Jesus, why don't you just take them all, girl?
And I haven't updated my website where there's some bio that says like. Anyway, this song, because I used to be really blues phobic because I felt like everything about the blues had you know, is that the 12th bar, the 5th bar, that, you know, and it's like I don't know. But I wrote this song, and I think this was one of my first blues tunes. Big air quotes. Or else I'm imitating a raccoon. Do the raccoon. And this won Best Blues Song 2014 or something for my album Destiny. So my album Destiny.
Cool. Just play a chord. I want to see if I'm. I think I'm close enough for
Sounds
blues.
good.
Okay. I'm gonna be muted, right? Hey. Cage. kind of a sing-along, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. I want you to sing along at home every time I say, I'm sorry that sorry doesn't mean that much anymore. You go, I'm sorry, so sorry. I'm sorry that sorry doesn't mean that much anymore. I'm sorry, so sorry, baby. Happens twice. 3 is too many, 1 is too few. All right. Let's take it here. I'm going to jump right in. Sorry doesn't mean that much anymore. I'm sorry, so sorry. And you're on your own after that. I'm gonna do it again. Here we go. Because you're ready to sing? Here we go. I am sorry that sorry doesn't mean that much anymore.
I'm sorry,
I hear
so
ya.
sorry.
I'm sorry that sorry doesn't mean that much anymore.
Oh, so sorry, baby.
I'm so sorry, what a woman needs to say, and it feels like I say it 40 times a day. Sorry doesn't mean that much anymore. What was a mother when the baby does her thing? I'm sorry,
so sorry.
Go on, daddy, when the music starts
I'm
to
sorry,
swing.
oh, so sorry.
Well, there ain't no world for the faint of heart, and I guess that I knew it right from the start. I'm sorry, hard times pull us apart. You ready, Vicky? Oh yeah, you're like, come on, my friend. Vicki Genfan, give it. Yeah. Down on the island, there's a bar they call the Bears.
I'm sorry, so sorry.
Down on the island, they call what I do jazz.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry that I can't pick a lane, and I play my solo, and I forget my pain. I am so sorry. The sorry just won't stop. Oh, you know you try and you try, but it just don't stop. The rain. I'm sorry, so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry, so sorry, my baby. Let's take her on out. Here we go.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I tried and I tried
I'm
to
sorry.
tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
Vicki Genfan, My friend, my sister.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I always want to tell people that this playing together thing is, we can't play, if we play live together on the internet, you've heard this a million times, one of us is delayed, one of us is so it sounds off to one of us. In this case, KJ, because we're broadcasting from here. So if she hears me when I play with her, it's a little out of time.
One beat.
It's one beat in this tempo, right? It would change, if the tempo changes, it's going to be slightly off. Now that can be totally fine, depending on the song, or it can be totally distracting and horrifying and to the point where you just can't do it. It just depends on the song, it depends on the tempo. So KJ and I did a video, but she gave like hours to the cause way back in March, I think, where Tay was desperately trying to figure out how are we going to work this out. We got to be able to figure it out so we can play together. And KJ really wanted to do it, so we were up. It was a really late night, and we ended up doing a video, which I should put a link to because it was so much fun, where we just did it anyway. We just played some jams. We went back and forth playing, comping, and then the other one would solo on a progression that worked, because it worked if one of us was lagging, or you could play behind the beat a little, you could play ahead of the beat. It wasn't like you had to do like these exact lines at the exact same time. So we had a boatload of fun, and today I just want to share what we did, because KJ was like, it's cool, I want to hear you. And KJ's such an interactive player, Oh God, I just flashed on a memory when I said that. I want to say that I sat in with your band at Trumansburg at the Rongo.
The Rongovian Embassy.
And I was like high on something, which I rarely am on anything.
That's not you. I'll tell you, that's not
And
Vicki.
I had to sit down on the stage. Do you remember that, or am I making that up?
I don't remember.
I don't know, but that's what I just flashed on. So we've had some times. Anyway, KJ loves the live thing. I love the live thing. So we had me muted. Normally when I play with someone on the show, I'm muted to them. I hear them, I play with them, we broadcast that out, it's in time. If if that other person hears me, I'm a little out of time. So we had me muted for the first part, and then when my solo came in, we unmuted me, Tay unmuted me, because KJ really wanted to hear that, and then you kept me unmuted for the rest of the song. So for whatever else I was doing, which wasn't a whole lot, but it's just like these little bits of when we actually get to play together in the moment, we both can hear each other, and it's like it's special. And that's just one of the things that's come about after this crazy year of not being able to be live.
Absolutely.
So I thank you for enduring that, me being out of time with you, but it's.
I still can. I can get it, and
Yeah.
I could feel like
Yeah.
how you were playing, and that's what I wanted to respond to. And of course, thank Tay and thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I love having you. We'll do it again, and I don't know. I'm still thinking we're going to make some kind of record or song or some record. I would love to just even have one song we do together, we record, as this.
I'm gonna find. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I am. I'm gonna find some of those songs that we did. I know I've got to have a master somewhere. There's a Shake, 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 and there's a couple of tunes. And you know what occurred to me?
What?
Our Brooklyn weather station person, Kelly.
Yes.
Because I have so many Kellys. I love it. The first song of Postcards from Paris, the postcard from Paris that was on it really was my coffee table, but on my coffee table didn't sound as good as on my kitchen table.
Right.
Was from Kelly.
There
So
you
that
go.
was a real thing.
There you go.
There you go.
Awesome.
All connected.
Connections all over the place. Love you, girl.
Love you too.
People, check this amazing artist out. Do you have any live stream full-fledged concerts coming up in the next little bitty?
I'm going to be announcing something. I'm doing something on February 27th. It's going to be at 5 p.m. I'm behind in announcing a lot of things, and I'm going to do a little... I'm going to be up at the town crier, and I'm sure in the spring we'll get back to the Falcon with any hope. I'm telling the universe we're going back. Love you. Love everybody for checking in, and just great to play.
Yeah, always. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Vicki.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye. We love KJ. What time is it, Tay? 1:07. Okay, I'm going to end with a quote. Actually, 2 quotes. Yes. I'm going to end with, before I do that, I'm going to end with reminding you again, because I forgot to say it earlier in the show, and I apologize, I wanted to. We have a February program coming up with Guitar Cloud Symposium. And we now have 7 instructors for this. It's a 4-day module, Saturday, Sunday. This is February 16th. No, 19, 20, 21, 22. February 19th through 22nd. We have 7 teachers, 7 instructors. Saturday and Sunday are the days where we just jam-pack you full of stuff. It's like there's so much stuff, and I want to go to every single class. You don't have to be an expert guitar player to dig this and love it. I'm going to be teaching percussive techniques, jamming in open D, finger picking fundamentals. We have Daniele Guitardo teaching chord tapping, adding rhythmic variety. Here, go to the website. It's awesome. 7 of us. Oh my God, we're growing. And just can't wait to share that with you. We have Dweezil Zappa, who is the son of Frank Zappa, is our guest on Monday night. We do a Monday night hang. So it's growing, it's expanding. We're excited for the programs. We're bringing people, and come and visit and join and check out the website. Thank you, Jennifer Batten, for being the brain mama of this. Okay, here's a quote for the week. We repeat what we don't repair. And I feel like it's a time of repair and healing for our country, for ourselves in our communities. Take it down to the level of who you interact with on everyday interactions. We have to heal. We have to repair, so we don't repeat some of the crazy stuff that's been happening. Christine Langley-Obao, I don't know her. I'm just finding out about her, and she said she's got an incredible Instagram page. Check out her Instagram page. This is another, I could tell you a million quotes from her, but I'll end with this for the day. Life would be a million times better if there were piñatas strategically placed throughout the day. Thank you for being with us. Much love. Next week we have Yasmin Williams. She was here way back. She's doing amazing things on guitar, getting a lot of visibility these days. She's an incredible artist. Love you. See you then. Thanks for being with us. Thanks, KJ. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Tay. Thanks, you. Thank you for being here. Thursday on the porch. It's not on the porch, it's on the living room. Yeah, like the postcard was on the kitchen table, but it really was on the coffee table. Yeah. Everybody have a good week. Everybody play in the snow if you got snow. Make a fire in the fireplace if that's where you go. When it's cold, outside, when it's cold outside, that's where you go. Front Porch Thursday. Oh, Front Porch Thursday. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Up on the roof, up on the roof, up on the roof, up on the roof.